Alright, so this is Astro's Playroom. This is like, you buy a PlayStation, you get this to show off the controller. People recommended it and said I should check it out, so... This experience was created to show you some of the cool tricks possible with the DualSense wireless controller. Splatoon? Chat, let me know if the volume's too loud. Because I'm still trying to get my, my, audio stuff set after the new... Okay, it's a bit loud. Should be good now. Chat, I can feel the vibration. Oh, I see. I see. Game should be a little bit better now compared to my voice. Let me know how this is. So, I can't really explain what this feels like, necessarily, because, you know, this was explained to me before, and I didn't get it until just now. It's really cool, it's magic. Oh, no wonder this controller has the battery life it does. There's a bunch of robots inside of it, causing ruckus. I get it. Oop, wrong button. Microphone. Microphone.
Yeah, baby! Let's go!
The adaptive triggers are cool though. You can feel them. They get hard. They stiffen. I don't know how to describe it. Made in dreams. I mean, it reminds me of dreams. Which one is Astro? Ah, that's not the good fan. The good fans are the noctual ones. Okay. Kinda cool so far. Vinny, are you gonna play the Mayo game? I did in a previous stream, it's terrible. This just reminds me that Nintendo Land is never gonna be on anything but the Wii U. That was another good pack-in tech demo. Because it actually had games that, like, I would play. I ended up playing those with my friends more than I expected to. Oh, thanks, computer. That was the computer, not the PlayStation. One-two switch not good enough for you? I've heard everybody 1-2 switch is a massive piece of shit. But this has got some decent controls so far. This solid little platformer. Where does Wii Sports stack up? Wii Sports is probably the best one of all time in terms of the effect it had. Whether or not it's the best, like, in terms of fun, I don't know. I'm not sure, because I don't really like a lot of the Wii Sports stuff anymore. It was fun for a little while, but it wasn't like I played it constantly. Though it was the very, very successful, like, tech demo of, like, oh, this is what the Wii is, this is how it works. Were there any other, like, tech demo games? Because there's Nintendo Land, there's Wii Sports, there's this. Connectimals? No. It's probably real, I've never heard of it. You know what? I probably have heard of it, and it just left the memory banks. Super Mario World was a pack-in. I would argue that that's a little different. Just because that game is a full-ass game, and it wasn't really designed to show off the Super Nintendo. I mean, maybe it was, but... Oh yeah, Monster Hunter reference. Oh yeah. Oh, so there's gonna be references in here and stuff? The lance, sword and shield, hammer, and the greatsword. Is this game worth $500? I'll tell you what. Who's this asshole? Ask again after Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 comes out, and then I'll let you know if it was worth buying a PlayStation 5 for 2 games. Yes, there's a few more games than that, some of which aren't on the PC. But this has become a Final Fantasy machine. For me. And also, maybe shovelware and dreams. So yeah, I mean, I'll try to get my use out of it. Hey, the good news is this, chat. The PS5 came out, what, 3 years ago, almost? When I got my PS4, it was the end of the PS4's lifespan. When I got my PS3, it was the end of the PS3's lifespan. Is this a reference to that one game? "3D Dot Heroes"? Oh, Horizon. Can't believe they got Daft Punk to come back together for this game soundtrack. But yeah, this does feel like I'm playing something out of Dreams. And this looks like a Mario Odyssey reference. Though it kind of also reminds me of the Mets from baseball. No, from Mega Man. Legally distinct Mario Odyssey enemies. Oh, and you have the flood hover. Yeah, a little bit. They're from 3D Land, not Odyssey. Oh, okay. My bad. Here's a question, just to kind of give me an idea of what I'm playing here. How long is this? How long of a game is this? Like a couple hours? Couple hours, but you can go more with gotchas. Look at this insult. We get a Bloodborne reference. Bloodborne never. Though to be fair, I played it so... well, not that recently. Never mind. No, I played it before Sekiro came out. Like, I'm not sure, if there was a Bloodborne remake, I'm not even sure I would play the whole thing, because I just kind of played it. I don't know what this is a reference to. Last of Us? Oh, the mushrooms, right. Right, okay, I haven't played any of those games. Either of them games. Oh, but make no mistake, I'm fully aware of what the chat would turn into if I were to play them. Even the first one at this point. Like, I'm aware of that at the very least, and that sounds like a fucking nightmare, so no thank you. But honestly, I know people have recommended them before, or the first one at least, like, Vinny, you need to play this, you have the PlayStation, you could play this. Even then, I wasn't all that interested. I'm sure it is a wonderful game, but I'm not interested. I'm sorry, chat. Because, yeah, again, people have recommended it over and over and over again, so I know that there are people that really love that series, or at the very least, the first game. But I've also been recommended the Horizon games, God of War. Like, there's a lot of PlayStation series that I just missed out on. Spooderman. Persona. Vinny, play 150 hours of Persona, please. Is this Nathaniel Drake? It is. Is this game fucking sponsored by Discord or something? It's like Discord logos everywhere. Patapon are good things. Well, the controller sure is vibrating. Like, constantly. Like, every movement has an equivalent vibration. It's not really using the analog triggers. It's not the controller, is it the AR glasses again? Funky. Oh, now it's doing them. I get it. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Oh, I have to actually... I get it. I have to be the controller by being the monkey, or opposite that. I heard what sounded like a red-winged blackbird. That. Bird nerd? Not really. Just common, you know, New York birds. You have to jelk the controller. You disgusting, disgusting chat member. How do you do that? Ray trace ruins. I feel like that's just the the current state of ray tracing in terms of remember when they remade Quake 2 with ray tracing and it looked like shit? That's just the PR on ray tracing. It's fine. Ray tracing is fine. But then there's so many games that ship, and it's like, turn ray tracing off, it breaks the game. I've seen it look really good, but I've also seen it look really bad. I just don't think it's quite there yet. It's only good for specific aesthetics. You have so much control over baked lighting, but I think that it can look amazing. I get why the tech is impressive. But like remaking Quake 2 with it, for example, just to me didn't really work out so great. Demon Souls, okay. GPU. What are your thoughts on ray-traced audio for VR? Oh, you mean like realistic audio, the way it like bounces off of walls and stuff? I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on that. Sounds cool, I guess. Oof. The Order in 1776? Oh, okay. I don't even remember that game existing. The name is vaguely familiar. I mean, make no mistake, there's some classic Sony stuff in here, and lots of stuff that I recognize, and stuff that isn't just the PlayStation franchise, of course, but, you know, it's not like, oh, look, there's Metroid from Metroid. That's a little bit more difficult for Sony to pull off, because most of their stuff at this point has been on other consoles. Sorry, Sony. The console wars are over. And you know who won? Yeah, the Ouya. Get fucked. Yeah, get yourself some... buy some more games, Sony. Why don't you buy Duke Nukem now? Get that Duke Nukem forever. Okay, so this is cool. The resistance that you get, like, from shooting an arrow is genuinely cool. PC games won as long as their GPU doesn't explode on them. So I kind of shit on the PS5 in regards to why would anyone need this when you have a PC? And the answer is, like, you just don't want to deal with PC stuff. Really, I mean... It's a powerful console. It's user-friendly. The quality of life stuff is great. It's massive. It's way bigger than I expected. Holy shit. It is a big console. Like 40%, maybe 30% bigger than the PS4. But I get it. And also, for $500 you can play a lot of shit. A lot of, like, modern stuff. Whereas... it's a little bit different because a PC with a good modern GPU is more expensive. Granted, a decent GPU and a good CPU and the rest of the PC being good is a little cheaper. And stuff will still work. But if you just don't want to deal with PC stuff or you don't know how to deal with it, I get why, you know, I get why the clear option is to get like a PS5 or something. But if you're already, like, if you're like me and you already have a good computer for, you know, gamer shit and for streaming, then yeah, the only reason to pick up a PS5 is just a couple exclusives, I think. So yes, I understand the utility of getting a PlayStation. It makes a lot of sense for a very wide degree of people. A wide audience of people, rather. That was a cool little battle. Desert got his for free? Really? Des, did you got a PS5 for free? Oh, Tekken. How'd you, how? Good for you. Friends? Good for you, man. I mean, I feel lucky I got Final Fantasy 16 for free. That, if I didn't, this wouldn't be happening right now. That was like the impetus. Square was kind enough to... And again, I've had issues with Square. I've had a lot of issues with Square. And their ass-backwards, like, policies and like... you know, we got some history. But lately, they've been like, yeah, have our game. Like, yeah, do you want a Final Fantasy Crystal... what is it? Not Crystal Chronicles, what am I thinking? Crisis Core. It was like a jacket and like a tissue. And then they're just like, do you want this copy of Final Fantasy 16? You don't have to thank Square every 20 minutes. I'm like, yeah. Guess I have to fucking buy a PlayStation 5 for it, but sure. And again, chat, no, I'm doing fine. I have money that I need to pay bills and then some. But I'm also not like Mr. Multimillionaire Streamer Man. It's easy to make assumptions based on maybe other, you know, like the way some people are extremely rich in this space. But I tend to keep things fairly modest. So, while I can afford a PS5 and I'm happy I can do so, and thank you all, by the way, for helping me with that, just in regards to, like, subs, and watch time. You know, $500 is not exactly an easy purchase. Like, I can't just... For anyone, that should be, like, a little bit of thought process should go into that, so... I really had to think about this. I'm like, what other games am I gonna play on this console? And yeah, I mean, there's a potential I would play Spider-Man because New York City. Always a big fan of New York City in video games. But yeah, it's mostly a Final Fantasy machine. I gotta say, I'm not overly interested in God of War. And yes, it looks cool as fuck. It does really look cool, and I'm sure... Oh, this is the, PS4 noise. How about Silent Hill? Is Silent Hill only coming to PS5? No. Vinny, if one of the Spider-Man games went on sale, would you try it? If I didn't have a whole lot else to play, sure. 1 year exclusive, MGS3 coming to PS5. Yuffie DLC. Well, I mean, that's on the PC too. Listen, the good news about having a PS5 for streaming, just purely as a streamer, is I now have more options. Journey, maybe? So yeah, if there's future exclusives, if there's like remakes that come out to PS5 first and then you gotta wait like 6 months before they hit PC or whatever, I can check them out when I want to. So I'm just trying to justify the purchase here, chat. Just let me have this, thank you. I got that. I'm looking at it right now. The Bloodborne machine. No, I got some good games on there. I got the I Am Mayo game. Labo? Might be some infringement going on here. I still think the original PS1 is my favorite console from Sony. And also the way it looks. Not just the games, but the way it looks. I love the PS2 as well, but I like the PS1 a little bit more. That just got more of my favorite games on it. PS1 was groundbreaking, and it was in a lot of ways. I mean, the PS2 was groundbreaking too. The DVD player was huge for that console. The fuck? Everything needs to have a gacha machine these days? Another PS4! Who wants this one? Oh, it's the PS4 Pro. Hang on. That's right. Yes. I can tell now it's the PS4 Pro. Nice. Nice number you got there. New artifact. Network adapter. PS2 Why is this in the game? I didn't have one of these. Back in the day, I didn't have one of those. Well, it's nice to have a pack-in game that actually has some substance to it. You know, I think that's really, this is about as good as you can get in regards to a pack-in game. So, it's reverential to the history of the console. It shows off the new tech, the new controllers, and has a couple hours of gameplay so you can collect a bunch of shit. I thought this was going to be a tech demo, so actually went in kind of not expecting a full game. Cool. Vita. Yeah, Vita's a whole different story. I did borrow a PSP for a while. Remember the PSP commercial, Vinny? Oh, I try not to. But bitch. But bitch. But bitch. Very Mario 3D World. Which, if you're gonna, you know, reference... If not reference, but like take pointers from a 3D platformer. I'm not saying they did, but if you're going to, you should probably take a look at some of the Mario games. Sunshine. I mean, this is a sunshine mechanic. Oh, they did. They did, and that's okay. No, because it's cheating. Speaking of the God of War. But no, I mean, this is really neat. And the controls are good too, and the camera's not bad. Loco Roco. He wants to hate it but can't. I believe it or not, I want to like things. I've had a PlayStation since 1, chat member. I have my issues with Sony, and I have a little buyer's remorse for the $500 I had to spend because Sony's buying exclusives. But that's just the industry. Nintendo does it too, and fuck them when they do it as well. But no, I actually would rather have a good time than a bad time. Believe it or not. Let's put it this way. I would rather have a good time for a competing console than the one that I grew up with, than enjoy the hatred of a bad game, so that way I could, like, feel the tasty hate from my, and schlorp the console company of my choice. I genuinely would rather enjoy the games. Like, when I got a PS1, I was a little salty because, you know, Square was on Nintendo. They made Chrono Trigger, they made Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy, it was all on Nintendo. So I had to get a PlayStation, but then I realized something, the PlayStation was awesome. And the discs allowed you to, like, have voice acting and, like, cutscenes. And the controller actually kind of made sense. And I ended up really enjoying the console quite a bit. So, you know. No, I love Chrono Cross, chat member. I do. I genuinely do. Do you ever like something that you know is a little fucked up? Alright, aside from Vinesauce, aside from me, but really, no, like a game that you're like, yeah, this game has got some problems, but you still love it. That's me and Chrono Cross. I would prefer a Chrono Cross remake over a Chrono Trigger remake, because Chrono Trigger is damn near perfect in my mind. You've heard me say this before, but I'll say it again. Chrono Cross needs help. Trigger is fine. Didn't they just do that? Not really. All they did was release a version of it for more modern consoles, and it really sucked apparently on launch, and then they added some patches to improve the frame rates. But I mean, like a complete like a reimagining, not just a remake, like a reimagining. I think the game would be very ripened for a full reimagining, because the world is so fucking cool and beautiful. They could just leave the music alone and it'd be fine. Just have an option for the old music. Like Childs of Mana did that. Chrono Cross is one of my favorite games. I know about it because I saw you streaming it a few years ago, so thank you for that. That is really cool to hear. I'm glad you like it. As flawed as it can be, and as nonsensical as some of the story beats can be. Just have more battle music. Yeah, it's the worst track in the game. Have you checked the Final Fantasy IX Memoria project? I have. Apparently, it's not playable. They might just be saying that to get Square off their case. But for the amount of time that was worked on, you basically only get the first 45 minutes of the game. So I don't expect them to ever really fully finish it. However, if there was ever a way to fully explore Alexandria in Final Fantasy IX in 3D like that, just Alexandria, I would be totally down for that. I've seen some people say that it killed the style of the game. And I watched it again, and I thought they did a good job with it. Oh, I have one of these. I even used it once, I think. Concrete Genie. Again, never even heard of that. I've heard of Game Genie from Galoob. What was the thing you needed to make for PS Move? Oh, those are the Hitachi PS ones. Feel the sand. It's like little vibrations, yeah. It's nice. Ducks. Placid Plastic Duck Simulator? Is this you? Chat, look, I'm Mario on Yoshi. PS3 tech demo. Oh, I remember that. So wait, is each area like a reference to, listen, I'm kind of dumb, so each one's a different console. Okay. Wow, it took me that long to realize. I don't know what this is either. Fat Princess. Oh. That I've heard of. Really trying to get those haptics. I mean, it feels like a spring. It's genuinely impressive. It offers the right amount of resistance and a little bit of vibration, and it feels like a spring. And well, the sound effect helps too. What the fuck is this? Oh, like Resistance Fall of Man or something, maybe. I like how that actually looks like a carbine of some kind. Compared to, like, Bappy Nintendo toys. Too bad this is the only game that will ever use the haptics effectively. Well, I don't know. Remember the Wii U? Think of all the games that use that gimmick. Now, this is at least subtle enough that it's not going to ruin games. Like, I can think of a couple games that the Wii U thing, forcing it in there, didn't really help at all. Gun 2. Zombie U was a genuinely cool game that could have been even better with just a couple additional things, but it was a good way to show off some of the tech on the Wii U. Like, that game is like kind of forgotten, but it was a decent launch game. Colonel, this is Solid Snake. It's at the point now where people are asking David at panels across various conventions he goes to, do you know that Vinny guy? And he has to, like, pretend he likes me. No, he's cool. We had a good conversation, but I mean, chat, don't ask him about me. You know there's at least 35 more interesting questions that you could ask him. Like what? I don't know. Like what he ate for breakfast? That's at least more interesting than... what did you think of Vinny when you met him? Or are you aware of Vinny who made you say squeeze your hog? Which I never made him do that. Not that that's a question he gets, but I'm just saying. I mean, he does have a good sense of humor, so that's good at least. Bot charted. Vinny, what are your thoughts on thoughts? Sometimes I wish I didn't think. Does that help? You know that moment in I Think You Should Leave from last season where he's wearing the bizarre old man outfit? And he's like, I don't even want to be here anymore. Yeah. I was watching some of the new Eric Andre episodes. I mean, it's still funny. I mean, Hannibal's not there anymore, but it's still a funny show. But it's funny in a way that I don't laugh out loud. I just kind of look at it like how did he come up with all this and then actually pull it off? Like, is this guy sick or is he okay? and I can only watch like 2 episodes in a row. Any more than that, and I think I just suffer brain damage. So I need to like kind of space out my Eric Andre consumption. Gimmick! Only Nintendo use gimmick. Is this infamous? What is this? Resident Evil? Oh yeah. Wait, why is Resident Evil 1 in the PS3 section? The remake was on PS3? Was it? It's just random references? Oh, I thought the references were segmented to their respective consoles. I get a lot of Little Big Planet nostalgia when I play this. So yeah, it reminds me of Little Big Planet and Dreams, as well as some of the platformers from, like, Nintendo. Big Little Big Planet fan. What is going on with that one robot on the table? Is he humping that popcorn? I guess. Okay, I was wondering which way the secret was, if there was a secret. A UMD. Vato Rocco. You mads? Oh. Please play UMD. We're at the point now where anything with 3 letters is a please play. Thank you, chat. So this segment really still be happening, huh? Oh. Harpa the Rarpa. Oh yeah, look, those are the icons. How about that? Yeah, I'm sorry to say this, chat, but I don't really have a lot of nostalgia for the PS3. I had it for a few games. I enjoyed those games. It was fine. MGS4 machine? Yeah, MGS4 was one of them. 3D Dot Heroes. I mean, I didn't play like Uncharted. I know I missed a lot of big games on the console. But I got it so late in the console's lifespan. What else do I have? What the fuck is Kung Fu Rider? Little Big Planet 2. Dead Space, Metal Gear Solid 4. A bunch of games that I have that I don't know why I have. I guess someone gave them to me at a convention or something. I got, like, Alice Madness Returns. I've got Kung Fu Rider, iPet. I do have an Uncharted game. Metal Gear Solid Collection, HD Collection. There were a lot of games I downloaded too on the PS3. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption. Wait, I played that on Xbox, I think. I played that on Xbox. Because I had an Xbox 360 from nearly the beginning. The reason I ended up going with Xbox that console generation is because that's the one my friends were playing. So, like, if everyone's playing their Call of Duties and GTAs and Gears of War on their Xbox, you know, I didn't want to be left out. Is this like a slim edition? Because mine doesn't have rounded corners like that. PSP Go. No UMD. Oh my god. This looks cool. It wasn't. It hurt my hands. Vinny, please play OMG. Vinny, it fucked my wife's wife. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, now I really want to see the PS1. Memory Meadow. Gusty Gateway. It's almost Pachelbel's Cannon, but it deviates just in time. Flower? It's just called Flower? If you want to take a trip down PlayStation Nostalgia Lane, chat, I can read, Wait, are my PS1 games? No, I don't have those nearby. Those are in a box. I can read, I swear. I can read my PS2 games. I still have those. Those are in a place nearby. PS1 games that I had, I got rid of some of them. I sold some of them, but it's like Medal of Honor, Final Fantasy 7 through 9, Rogue Trip. Remember that? It's like a Twisted Metal type game from the people who made the first Twisted Metal. Medieval. I didn't have that. Is that what that's a reference to? Symphony of the Night. Metal Gear Solid, obviously. VR missions as well. Chrono Cross. There's a Symphony of the Night reference in this that you missed. I missed it? Aw, man. You're rushing through the levels. Okay. What else did I have? Oh man. I know there were a lot more and I just can't think of what they were. There it is. The original. No, I didn't have Siphon Filter. I had, like, demo discs, so I played, like, all of them. At least a little bit, but I didn't actually, I didn't own Croc or Siphon Filter. Ah. Mail? There it is. There's the best game. Norman Reedus and the Streetus. Deletus. Someone said, thank God Vinny didn't Death Stranding Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16 is a little different, because I had interest in that because it's Final Fantasy. I had interest in the story, and the first 2 hours, my first play session, it won me over in those 2 hours. I was like, okay, I'm invested, this is cool. It was just a personal preference thing. It just clicked, whereas Death Stranding didn't after like 5 or 6 hours. Also, completely different games. Yeah, the genres are totally different, gameplay is totally different. My expectations of what the games would be was totally different. But at no point did someone eat a maggot in the first half hour of the game. And I was just like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I didn't have that moment. Now, I admit that's a me problem. I'm sure some of you watched the maggot eating scene and were like, whoa, this is sick. But I was, for some reason, I just did not want to have anything to do with that thing. Is it an Aiko reference? You've done Sunday stream games that have done worse things. I know, but those games were I could only play them for 10 minutes, and then I could move on. Well, I was gonna try to go through there, but to get there, and I know that there's gotta be a way. But I'd rather rush through the levels. I'm just developing my speedrunning techniques, chat. I think my speedrun probably is ruined by now. That would be my guess. Heavy rain. Jason! Sean! Press X to Jason. I know I'm missing like a good chunk of my PS1 library too. I can't remember the rest. I'd have to dig up the box where they are currently located. Oh, Tony Hawk. It's Also Tony Hawk, of course. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah. Oh. Okay, Monkey Ball. You want to talk about some dedication, but also, chat, Mario Galaxy. Except instead of rotating the whole controller, you're just using the touchpad, which is a nice thing, because I would rather play this like that marble game in the arcade. And this kind of simulates that. Chat, I thought that this console was a myth for 2 years. I had never seen one in person. I had never played a game on it. Everywhere was sold out of one. Like, I actually thought PS5 was like some kind of jape. Like, people were making it up. Is that what I think it is? It was just a mass hallucination, the PS5. Like, I think people had to... Like, Sony had to actually go and make one. Because at that point, there was rumors that it was real. So they were like, alright. Let's do it. What do you think the next Sony console is going to be, chat? Do you think any of the other consoles are jealous that Sony gets to just keep using PlayStation? Because they did it first. It's both incredibly lazy and incredibly brilliant. Because the PlayStation brand is so incredibly strong for people. Like, all they have to do is hear, oh, did you get the new PlayStation? It's fine. It's fine. Fallout. Someone said I lost track of Xbox names. I still don't fully know what we're up to with Xbox. Like, is it Series X or Series S? Which is the new one? They just call it Xbox. Yeah, but it gets confusing because apparently both Series S and X are a thing. So it's like, did you get the new Xbox? It's like, well, which one? The cheaper one. I don't know. Meanwhile, PlayStation is like, hello, we are PlayStation 5. Next will be PlayStation 6. Thank you. Ace Combat. Meanwhile, Nintendo is naming their shit after cocks. And, like, sex positions. It was like, okay, Nintendo, Super Nintendo. And then, like, we thought it was going to be Ultra Nintendo or something, like Ultra 64. Oh, Sekiro maybe? Or which one is this? Ghosts of Tsushima. Okay. And it was going to be called Ultra 64 at one point, and then they got rid of the Ultra. Because it's like, okay, what do you do after Super? Ultra. And then after that, what do you do? Because it's gonna get ridiculous real quick. Mega. Giga. Nintendo. Stupendous Nintendo. No, Cube! Now we name this console Cube! Look at the shape, it got handle! Miyamoto Nobunga was like, we should give this thing a handle. I love this duck. Thank you, duck. But then with the Nintendo 64, Nintendo was also like... I remember one of the prevailing things was that Nintendo 128 would be the next one. Just like Mario 128. It's like, no, it's the bits. Bits. And then they were just like, nah, fuck it, GameCube. And then Wii. What? Wii. Infamous, right? You want to hear a worse console name than the Wii? Wii U. I get the impetus behind calling it a Wii, and it worked to a degree because everyone could pronounce it. It's the Nintendo Wii. It was really dumb and really funny for a little while, and then it was just normal life. You just get so used to a name that just becomes... When I hear Wii now, I immediately think of the shape of the console. Ah, shit. And or the controller. So it's not as silly as it used to be. Game got harder. The Switch also sounded very stupid, now it's normal. I agree. But I will say at least the Switch is a real word. And not W-I-I. And it describes what it does. What's this? Siren? Okay. Multi-tap. But yeah, Sony is just like, they got it easy. They can just go PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5, PS6 until they get to the orb. The PS9. Then they have to figure out how to make an orb. Meanwhile, here I am trying to, like, is the Switch 2 a good name? Switch Plus? No, because then that sounds like an enhanced edition. The Switcher? The Super Switch. Oh, don't call it the new Switch. What? Oh god, Nintendo better not call it the new Switch. It seems like they've moved away from that naming scheme. The Iron Giant? Is that you? The switcheroo? Yeah. Oh, that was the, like, open button on the PS1. That's neat. Oh, yeah. Fucking Kool-Aid Man wrote this song. Do you think Sony is ever going to attempt a handheld again? Or here's a better question. Do you think at some point having a hybrid handheld / console is going to become the norm? What about when technology gets so good that you can have, like, really, really incredibly good visuals, like, in a package the size of your phone? Which is, you know... I think we're getting there. It's just a phone. Oh. Watch Oppenheimer on it. No, Stanley Kubrick. Watch his movies on your phone. Oh my fucking god. Boy, if I didn't have to control this with the touch thing for precision's sake, I might be able to get it, but I'm just gonna give up now. Just giving up. It's fun to control it like this, but I am fucking terrible at it. Oh no! Fallout! Big in Japan. Good timing on the music. I'm sorry, but Sony has not topped that as an intro sound. PS2 is pretty good too. Sure, it's pretty good, but this, it builds mystique. It builds intrigue. It's just perfect. It's deep, powerful. It's the fucking... when you go into the CD player in the PS1, that color, like, splash thing is what it looked like. And the balls, too, in the background there. The orbs. The balls. Ha! Yeah, I never had that portable screen. I always wanted one, though. Sackboy. Why is he being dissected like an alien? Oh, I forgot this existed, yeah. Sure are lots of smaller versions of these things, man. Okay, maybe it can. What? I didn't even know this existed. Okay, chat, outside of the PS2 level, are there other things to do in this game? Aside from gacha? There's a final level. Okay, so then I'll just save this for another time. Because, this is cool. I want to play more of it. We could do more, gachas. And we'll do the PS2 level. But I want to check out Vinemon as well, so we're gonna do that. But yeah, this is an amazing tech demo. I get why people wanted me to play this. Really solid platforming, creative environments, you know, references, and also it's really good to show off the technology of the controller. The controller is not, like, particularly revolutionary. The HD rumble stuff, I mean, you know, Switch has that. it feels good on this controller. The controller has got a good, like, girth to it. The haptics on the R2 and L2 buttons are nice. I don't think they're game changers, but it's cool, I guess. Again, you're going to hear me complain about the battery life one more time, and I'm going to say that as much as I love this controller, I would trade the haptics for another 10 hours of battery life or whatever. But, you know, still. Favorite controller? My favorite controller? Oh, you can dance. Oh, God. The Carlton dance? Maybe the GameCube controller, but that controller, it's a nostalgia pick. I think, to me, the Switch Pro controller is exactly what I want in a controller. This is pretty... This is, like, up there in terms of what I like from a controller. I just prefer the analog stick to be in the top left. But yeah, if you want, like, a nostalgia pick, it's probably Super Nintendo. That's the controller I probably spent the most amount of time with in my life. Switch Pro is perfect except the dogshit D-pad. So here's a true story. I had Grant, a friend of mine and a friend of the stream, fix the D-pad on my Pro controller back in the day because it was real dumb. And then it was perfect. But I think when I bought my second Pro controller, the D-pad was like better out the gate, so they might have fixed it a little bit. X-Bone controller. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good controllers out there. I think we've kind of figured it out. Like, gone are the days of the N64 controller. And gone are the days of, like the Ouya. Which just looked uncomfortable. Or how about the original Xbox controller? How fucking massive that thing was. Oh, I missed that again. I'm just gonna get that. We'll take a quick break, and then I'll be returning with Vinemon if you just stick around a little bit. Also, using wands, like the Switch kind of still has that with the Joy-Con, because like Skyward Sword you can still play as if it were a Wii, kinda. But, I think most people realize that just a solid controller that has all the usual stuff that we're all used to is good enough. And as long as the controller is, like, durable and solid, and the games are good, people will be happy. That said, I don't mind a little bit of motion control, especially gyro. Alright, chat. Anyway, so yes, we'll do this again sometime soon. We'll do the PS2 segment, we'll do the final boss, and then maybe I'll look for other random stuff, including the Lost Symphony of the Night reference that I missed. But really, really way better than I expected it to be. Thank you for sticking around for this, and stick around. After the BRB, I'm going to be playing Vinemon, which is a full-length, Pokemon-style Vinesauce fan game that's been in development for years. Should be fun. And no, don't expect a full playthrough. I'll be saying that all night. All right. I'll be back. 4 minutes. I'll be back. Oh wait. Hang on. Need a BRB. Oh, my folders got all fucked up. All right, hang on, chat. Something happened where I don't know why that happened. Sometimes like a thing just moves your folders into a different position. And I'm very used to my folders being in a certain position so that way I can easily access BRBs and the like. Strange. Stick around.